Hey, it's Willbroski, and today we have a brand new speed build called Floating Serenity. It is kind of a new modern house. It looks very kind of futuristic, and it incorporates a lot of attributes of kind of maybe the spa day and just kind of the wellness skill. And I think it's a pretty cool house. I call it the Floating Serenity because one, it has a lot of spa day items, and it kind of has that um, meditation, like relaxing feel to it. And then also, I call it floating because obviously, as you can see now, it looks a little bit like it's floating. Like there's two arms that come up over the roof, and that's the only way it holds it. I'll use the half walls here in a second to make it look like it's holding it here. There. I don't know really how to explain that, but that's what I mean. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And I like this color scheme is kind of like white and blue, just really neutral, lighter colors, a lot more easy on the eye, and it's pretty nice housey house. So I put in a grass roof, and it's a green person. The kind of person I would imagine living here would be like a I don't know, like not really too hippie, but kind of like someone that's really open and like owns a spa, and they're just like, yeah. It's probably like a one-person home, one or two-person. Definitely no kids. But yeah, pretty chill person. They're very open because that whole area there, you see, that will be all glass. And it's cool. It's kind of like a floating glass box. It's a very nice house, I think. You can see I used the blue tinted windows. I think that looks very nice and natural and calming, like this is supposed to be, in serene. And the thing behind this house is I built a house that I did not upload onto YouTube because it was before I started posting videos on YouTube. It wasn't a house, but it was a community lot, and it was called the Simple Sim Spa. And it's behind there. You can kind of see it in the background. It's not the one next to it. That's the Swedish starter, but it's the one in the back that's kind of taller. And I would imagine that the person that lives in this house owns the Simple Sim Spa because they're kind of similar in their architecture and the way they feel. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's not a very cheap house either, though. See, there's the spa right there. Yeah. And here I'm adding kind of like that trim around it to make it a little more realistic because it looks a little strange without that on there. And then right here I was like, it looked really cool, and I was like, oh crap, they actually need to get up into the building. So I put some stairs. I was going to put them like on there and then have it like a kind of like a swirling staircase thing, but it didn't really work out. So I just decided to put it in the middle. And I cut a hole in the middle of the house, and yep. And first you have to go like this in order to get like a staircase, because I didn't want a foundation in the middle there, so to put a foundation first, then put the staircase in, then delete the foundation, and then it makes a taller staircase without a foundation in the middle. You'll see what I mean right here. And yeah. Sorry, I have not been able to upload a lot of videos because I am very busy. Because I am still in school. I'm a high school student. I have plenty of homework to do, and it's not fun. And I just have not had a lot of time to do this between swimming and homework. Like I said, just very crunched on time because I'll go to school, and school's from 7:30 to 1:45, and then after that, swimming starts at 3. So I have like an hour or two in between, but there's not much I can do because in order to get to the swim, it takes like about 30 minutes to get to the swimming pool. And I usually take that time to stay at school and do some extra work. And then from the school, I go to swimming, and then swimming goes till 5, and then once I come back to the house at 6, then I have more homework usually, and I have to do the chores, and I have to eat dinner, and then by the time I'm like done with everything, it's like 8:30 or 9, and I hate getting to sleep after 9 o'clock. I don't know why. It bothers me so much. I don't know. It's just weird. I get up really early. I'm a morning person, definitely. Do not like to stay up late. Get super tired. So here you can see that's where the staircase comes up. It's kind of in a black box. I changed those stairs because they're kind of an ugly green color now. And there I have a nice white in blue, kind of lighter colors. It looks very nice. And I do something really cool here pretty soon. I put a lot of shelves in to kind of like break up. You saw earlier I tried to use curtains, but they didn't look very good. So here I'm using the shelves to kind of make a cool design on the side. So it acts as, what am I looking for? As kind of like a curtain, but then I also, you'll see here in a second what I do with them next to the bed, which I think looks really cool. And I put, see here, I'm turning on move objects on sheet, and I put it next to the bed, and then I put a little light on there, that one like quarter tile light, and it's kind of like a little side table for the bed. And then I make them kind of like a stair-stepping thing because it looked good, looked better than that. Have those two other shelves above it, kind of like, I don't know, where you would put decorations or something. I have no idea. So yeah, here you can see I'm putting in that little light. There it is. That little quarter tile light. Oh, and now I'm just noticing again how this kind of OCD, and I can recognize this, but the cursor, every time I grab something or try to put it, it's like off to the side. I don't know why it does that, but it annoys me so much. So you can see there I added those in, and every time, what I found out is when you do use the Alt 9 key or the 9 key to move any object up and down, and if you change walls around it, it'll delete the object. So you can see they're gone now because I changed the wallpaper. So just a little fun fact to let you know. And then another thing that I need to address about this is somehow I forgot to put a bathroom in. I don't know how I forgot that, but I did. So in the end, you'll see what I did to fix that, because obviously you need a bathroom. Just kidding. You have to go outside and rough it in nature. In the middle of Willow Creek. Newcrest. That's where I built this. So here I'm done with kind of that. This is when I came back and worked on it some more when I had time. And here I'm putting in some more lights. There's where the bedroom is. Put those walls for a little bit of separation so it's not just one giant space, and it feels a little more like a room. Like if you have guests over, they shouldn't, like it feels like that's kind of not where they're supposed to go. So it's kind of nice. I put mirrors on them because it makes the space a little more open and it looks cool. So those two paintings, in the end, I'll move those over to the other wall because I'll put two doors on those, and then one of those rooms, the little pillar rooms, will be a sink, and the other one will be the toilet. And then the shower will be an outdoor shower. I'll have screenshots at the end, and it'll say which is which, and how it goes. Here's a cool thing that I did that I really liked, and I thought it looked cool, is you took a bunch of these circle rugs, little circle rugs, and put it around the bed, and I thought it was like one big kind of like circular rug thing. It looked pretty cool. Lots of circles. 360 degrees of awesomeness. Sounds like an ad for a roller coaster. There's some just little seats in the corner next to a nice plant. Pot plant, as a lot of the Australian YouTubers say. Pot plant. It's not a pot plant, it's a potted plant. Ugh, it's annoying. Alright, here, I put those back because they got deleted. Made those little open walls a nice kind of blue color to match the theming of this house. Kind of so it's not all white, but still pretty clear. Tried to put a fountain there, did not work out very well. Do put a cool little like that wave sculpture in there, so I thought it kind of just added a little bit of detail, and then kind of acts as another curtain because it is a very open house already. So there's the little dining table. It looks kind of cool. As you can see, I used a lot of the spa day stuff, and then I used some of the cool kitchen stuff right there. And I'll use outdoor stuff. Not outdoor retreat. What's it called? The patio. Perfect patio stuff. Pack. I'm putting in a little kitchen. I really like that fridge that came with the cool kitchen. I thought that's one of my favorite fridges. Putting in a sink. Looking outdoors. The thing I like about this house is, like, if you're a sim or if you're playing, you can just like look out the window and just like this the whole time, because it's so cool to watch things go by as you're just like looking out this giant window. That's another reason why I think this would be the owner of the spa, because you look out your window and there's a spa, so you can like watch over it all the time, which is kind of cool. Cool beans. Yeah, I'm doing a lot of turning, seeing how it looks. There's that cool little wave sculpture thing. Over here, I put a little desk in, and I used clear desk. Yeah, kind of like it actually fit in pretty well. And then I wanted that clear crystalline chair, so I had to enter that really long cheat that unlocks the gameplay stuff. I forgot it for a second. I had to look it up. So here I go, put it in. I put that cool computer in too, because then from the outside it doesn't look like it has a bunch of wires and stuff in the back. And then here's a tiny little living room thing with a nice TV. Use some spa day couches. I've used those once before. I like those couches, but I don't know. I don't know what I was getting at. Had something, but I lost it. It's like I'm in school again. I hate school. What do you guys think about school? Say in the comments below. I think it takes up a lot of my time, which is why I can't post more videos for you guys and play this game that I love to do. Gotta do more and more work. Work. Here I put in some little yugs. Yugs. Oh my gosh. English. Yugs. It's a funny word. Rugs. And they kind of, I was trying to say yoga mat rugs, because they kind of look like yoga mats. But I needed more color because I thought things were too white, so I put in a blue rug. Kind of adds to the blue theme. Did not forget a trash bin. I forget a trash can a lot. I don't know what I call it. Trash bin, trash can. Then I put a trash can outside and a mailbox right in that little cranny, like nooks and crannies. Nook and cranny. Every nook and cranny is filled in this house. Yeah, and then here I add a little pathway into the house. House. And then up here pretty soon I'll add this kind of like little meditation stool and yoga place because this person obviously, like I said before, they'd probably be pretty open, so they meditate out in their front yard to show people how their wellness is super high and nice. They put a little fountain and then yoga mats. What I think would be really cool is if you could put a fountain next to a pool, like make it look like it's like flowing over like an infinity pool, but you can't really do that, so yeah, don't know what I was trying to do here. Oh yeah, and you can't put fountains on foundations, which is weird. So there's my little fountain. I put in extended over the side, up and over. Fun fact, well, not fun fact, but I think this is kind of a cool thing, super random, but you should probably clean off like your stuff, like your phones and your keyboard and stuff, because I cleaned off my keyboard today and there was like dirt on the rag and it was really gross, and I was like, ew. So clean off your stuff, kids. Clean off your stuff, or else you'll get a disease and die. So here's some little yoga mats that I'm putting out in the front. Kind of cool. I really like the spa day. I think the spa day is my favorite pack so far. Oh, that fountain. What they do with that fountain's really cool. I don't know if I've done this in another build, but what I do is I put that kind of like stone fountain there, the one like the sphere fountain, and then I put rocks around it, and then I change the color of the sphere thing to make it kind of look like the rock, and it makes it look like it's like carved out of the rock. So I think it looks kind of cool and a little more natural, rather than just like a sphere out in the middle of nowhere with water flowing out of it. Here, I'll do that in a second. There's a little yoga place where you can go join this person at their yoga. I also have another yoga place in the back, and then the back also has a lap pool pretty soon. You'll see in a sec. Just putting some stairs up to the meditation stool. Here's where I put the rocks in to make it look like that sphere's carved out of the rocks. I think that's kind of cool. Makes it look a little more realistic, as I said 10,000 times before. So I put some bamboo trees in here because obviously it has a little bit of a Zen feel, Asian fusion, modern. Wanted to put that bonsai looking tree in, but it did not fit at all. So I got rid of it. Most of my landscaping is pretty barren like this. Like, I don't put that much in because I suck at landscaping and it's really hard. I don't know how to landscape, especially modern houses, because I don't know. I feel like if you put too much stuff in the front, it obstructs from the actual building, and it's like, oh, look at all that plant, but then you're like, what about the building? And everybody's like, oh, but look at the plants, and it's like, the building needs attention too. It has feelings. It's just not fair to the building. So I put some, like those flowers in. I think it looks kind of, well, the point of this house is kind of like simplicity too, and just peacefulness. So I think the landscaping that I did kind of fits. So it's not totally off like some of my other houses that I have done before. Adding some more landscaping in there. I put rocks in. The rocks are probably my favorite landscaping tool because they look the best. And you can basically put them anywhere on any type of build and they look like they fit in. So you see I put some rocks on the foundation, the grassy foundation. I don't put anything on the grass roof. I probably should have. So putting some more bamboo. So here I'm starting to work on the back. There's the lap pool. You can swim your laps away. The wellness skill, because obviously probably a pretty fit sim. You like to be healthy. And then I put that fountain there, and here was like talking about, here is like what I was talking about, the infinity pool. Like, you can put a pool on that foundation, but you can see it won't let me because of the fountain right there. But it'd be really cool if you could, because then it would look just awesome. But instead I had to put a regular foundation without a pool, and then there, like that. It's not that bad, but I wish I could do the other way. It would look cooler. But I still kind of like this. Yeah. Putting some more terrain painting around it. I like to use that terrain paint too. Those little pebbles in the greenery. I think it looks kind of cool. Another thing I do quite often. Often spelled weird. It's OFTEN. I feel like it should be OFEN. Often. Anyways, put that little fountain there. I think it looks kind of cool. Like it flows down. Adds more to the theme of serenity and peacefulness and all that jazzy, nice stuff that everyone loves. Not everyone loves, but yeah. I'm just extending the lap pool. I think I actually shorten it in the long run because I need to make that even for the type of ground I put in, like the, what's it called? The stuff you put on the floor. I have no idea. The flooring. There we go. So here I'm going to put some of the terrain painting in, make it around the pool. Put also some more rocks and bamboodle. So I have another speed build on the way, and then I think I'm gonna keep doing my Let's Play. I'm not sure. I don't know if I'll have enough time, but I'll try. Try. Gotta get up and try. Sounds really annoying. Moving everything back so there's more room. Yeah. Oh man, I'm tired. Making videos is a lot of work, but it is fun. I do enjoy it. It's lots of fun. So there, I think I get rid of those fountains. Excuse me. I think I get rid of those fountains, but I'm not sure. And then I put rocks and bamboo in. Yeah, I do. Yeah, here we go. I tried to do that, but it looked a little too like tropical, and obviously I don't know how to landscape, so it looked awful. So I just put more bamboo in. Bamboo is my savior because it looks good anywhere, too, like everything else that I use. So yeah, it's a nice separation. Makes it a little more natural too, like kind of the theme I'm going for. Here I put a gate around the house. I use that gate from Perfect Patio Stuff, and I change it white. I think it's kind of a pretty fitting gate. Looks pretty good. So yeah, here I'm adding that back section to the pool. There's kind of like that awkward gap in there, and I fill it in with some stuff. I'm still not sure if that made it look okay or not. So, when I put the shower in, I put it at the corner of the pool closest to the house, like kind of in that area. You'll see in the screenshot. And it's kind of like, it's an outdoor shower, which I think is pretty fitting for the house as well, because they're a very open person. Oh, and then here I put some fountains in. I thought it was kind of nice because you could, like, from the front, even though they aren't open people, I feel like they should have some place of privacy. So in the front, you could, like, totally see in. So I put some fountains there to obscure the view from the back so people can't totally see in the back. And it kind of looks pretty cool, I think, in my opinion. There's some more yoga mats that I put in the back, and I put that little light, like that candle light thing that looks pretty radical. I changed that and I actually put wood on there because I think if you're doing yoga, you want to be on something a little bit softer than like rocks, because there's some positions where you might fall, and I don't think it'd be very nice to land on a rock. It kind of hurt. In fact, if you didn't know, the more you know. Yeah. So there. Yeah, here I'm putting in some more landscaping, just very simple stuff that doesn't require a lot of effort for me to do, because I suck at landscaping, as I've said a million times before. More of those little flowers, because those look good. I use those flowers a lot, and I also use the low-lying something other flower, like some type of low-lying flower. I use a lot. See, there's the little candle thing that I use. I like that. It's really cool looking. It's also very peaceful. This house looks pretty cool at night, I think. Like, it would just be cool to walk around the backyard. Be nice. Yeah, put some candles there so you can walk across the bridge without falling in. I don't know what those things are for. Those white things I was just putting down, those are kind of awkward and they're weird, and I never use them because I feel like it'd take too long. So that's what I do in the back of the pool. Right there you can see those bamboo things. I think it looks okay. It also kind of looks weird, but I don't know. I needed something back there because it was really just didn't fit very well. So there I put a little pot in. I've never used that pot before. It looks really cool. I've always wanted to use it, so yippee, I got to use it. Put that little eggshell thing in the middle on there because I like that plant as well. I like almost everything in the spot I packed because it was just so kind of a lot more modern stuff, but it wasn't like ultra modern, kind of weird modern. It was more, I don't know. It was just a really good pack. I really enjoyed it. Putting some more pathways so you can actually get there. Putting some lights on the pathways so if you need to walk around at night, you see where you're going. You don't fall into a pool or something because there's nothing surrounding the pool but you and the edge of the pool. Putting some lights in the fountain area there. Not really a fountain, it's more like a pool, but you know what I mean. Y'all know what I mean. So there I put the wood in. You get a little softer surface if you fall, as I said before. And I think that's about it on the building. My screenshots will keep coming up here pretty soon. Yeah, the lighting there is weird. I didn't know what to do. I just left it. The lighting in this game sometimes. Here's in the screenshots. There's the morning, the afternoon, the evening, and nighttime. And then here's the sink and the toilet. There's a toilet sink. And then the shower's over in that corner, like I said. An outdoor shower. And there's another view of the house with my little sim doing yoga pose. There's not the kitchen. Living room. The bedroom with that cool rug idea and the lamps. Kitchen. A view of the backyard. Another view of the backyard down the lap pool. And then the floor plans. Thank you so much, guys. Have an awesome day, and goodbye.